There's a specific moment that happens at every car dealership in America. The paperwork is on the desk, the pen is hovering, and the salesman asks the question he's asked 1,000 times. So, how are we handling payment today? And you, proud of the savings account you've been feeding for 3 years, slide a cashier's check across the desk. $35,000. All of it. The salesman smiles a smile that looks like approval, nods a nod that looks like respect, and you walk out feeling like a financial adult who just did the most grown-up thing imaginable. Here's what you don't know. That smile wasn't admiration, it was relief. Cash buyers are the easiest money a dealership ever sees, and you just made his week. That check also cost you roughly $3,500 you'll never get back. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to explain why the most responsible car advice in America, pay cash, never finance, is quietly costing disciplined people thousands every trade cycle. Whether you have cash saved, whether you're financing anyway, or just buying a car in the next couple years, this video is going to save you real money. Let me explain what I mean by that, because this is where most people's understanding is stuck in 1995. The rules everybody keeps repeating about car buying were written for a world that no longer exists. When your parents were buying cars, auto loan rates were sitting around 8 to 12%, savings accounts paid you basically nothing, and the idea of a 0% promotional rate didn't exist outside of late-night infomercials. In that world, don't finance made perfect sense. You were paying the bank a ton of interest to borrow money you already had while earning nothing on the cash you didn't spend. It was a losing trade. Of course, the advice was pay cash. Anything else was arithmetic suicide. That world is gone. In 2026, you can walk into a dealership and finance at 0% on something like a dozen major brands. Nissan, Toyota, Hyundai, Ford, Tesla, Kia, Subaru, Chevy, and more, if your credit's decent. And while you're doing that, online savings accounts are paying somewhere in the 2.5% to 4% range, depending on where rates are sitting. 3.5%, that's the entire ball game in one sentence. When the bank is willing to lend you money for less than the bank is willing to pay you for storing money, paying cash is no longer responsible. It's just leaving money on the table and calling it virtue. Now, I know a good chunk of you are already arguing with your screen. So let me put two actual people on the chessboard and run the numbers side by side, because vibes don't build wealth. Meet Clark and Jenna. They're both 31, they both make about 80 grand a year. They both walk into the same dealership on the same Tuesday with $35,000 in savings, and they both want the same Toyota RAV4. The only difference is how they pay. Clark does the cashier's check thing we just talked about. His savings account goes to zero. His monthly car payment is also zero, which feels amazing for about 2